this is the last, hopefully, video I will do on Mr. Tankie Talk for the spectacular location I am in. Here I am. Can I hear myself? I want to see. I don't know if I'm me. This is quite windy here. What it's gonna sound like. So we're gonna find out. Okay. Maybe I should go back and write all this stuff down, but really, I'm just gonna say what I can think of off the top of my head. And we figured out, I went on a little bit of a limb, and I said he was I really should just be reading my comments if I had access to them, because that would pretty much like lay out the whole case. Just edit the comments and read them. But anyways, they exist somehow, somewhere. I gotta organize that shit. But the upshot of it starts out with, it's fine to make a criticism, obviously, about Bernie's possible foreign policy faux pas, but then to come out, he's an imperialist, and then I see another video, and he's talking about, like, we need to smash the state, and guns going, so things start to really line up with this, really what we not call a leftist progressive agenda at all, or any kind I know. I mean, yeah, he may be saying, he may be using, and I was making the point that this is like, I just seen the Corey Pine video, and it was about how, the idea of it. And this guy, turns out he's a U.S. Air Force veteran, which happens to be the most, everybody know. I mean, not everybody knows, but it happens to be the most Christo-fascist branch of the U.S. military. And they, for some reason, they're really involved in, you could look this up. This is like, it sounds like hearsay and gossip, without the sources, I understand, but this is like, I can back this shit up, and maybe that's what I should focus on doing. But anyways, if I'm gonna get serious about, I am already serious. I just want to keep, proceeding on a standpoint. And like I say, so this gun control, the issues. He's a U.S. Air Force veteran, which is not a nab at him. I watched the video where he said that veterans do not belong in socialist movements, so he will not join any socialist party, right? Because that might keep other people out because of veterans in there. That's his, And then he said, well, I think America should at least be, and this is like, I told the one dude, I can't pronounce the name, most names I can kind of figure out, but it's like Ephraim or something. I think it's probably like from, Europe or something. But, he's like probably like Icelandic or something. But, the thing is, he says that America, this is what I call the most racist thing I've ever heard. So, if we can have an out racist each other. That would be a good red pill roundup if I ever get this channel to the point where I have really even a few subscribers. Anyways, so that's what he said, that America should be separated into 3 separate countries. And he didn't specify that there would be a white section, but he specifically said 3. And he said 1 would be red, 1 would be Indians, Native Americans, as reparations for stealing the whole entire land. And then another part of it would be for the blacks for slavery. So, oh, sweet, I'm gonna get some shots of these ducks here rolling in. Are these ducks or geese? These are geese. These are like the same geese I have down where I live. Like a Canadian goose, we know them as. So you're getting nature. This is adding there's a lovely couple of geese. So, like I say, he didn't specify the 3rd, but what does that mean? He didn't, I think after that, you really have to say, hey, I'm going to go back to, wherever, jolly old, wherever the fuck he's from, right? Am I right, people? Am I right, my non-audience? All right. Well, I think that's let's think if I could think of anything else off the top of my head, which really, and yeah, he's He's a weird pro-Tulsi guy, which there's a weird alt-right fixation. David Duke, of course, has endorsed, and he's come out and will say, well, like, well, they're both imperialists, and Richard Wolff is an imperialist, and he gets mad. That's why I was saying, like, too, that's another, like, point, if I could, like, do them up, would be that the fact he got, like, we call it the flare-up, in, like, body language, which is a bullshit science, but as far as, like, when you're watching someone and they get really, really mad, like, like R. Kelly recently, right? There you go. That's kind of what he does. He gets really mad because, Richard Wolff, that's not socialism. That's not socialism. That's whatever, liberalism or what. I mean, it's just, like, obviously. And then he'll go as far as to call Bernie Sanders and all of these people, which, yeah, they're imperialists, but, like, there's levels of, I mean, come on. I mean, that's just, like, not helpful to, like, make, like, some sort of didactic, pedantic. And this guy's, I'm going to call him the Prince of Pedantry. I mean, maybe I'll keep, like, jabbing at him as he continues to make more. I mean, as I get my setup going, I got to get my motorhome more happening, and then I'll make more better videos because I got better, like, setup and everything. I got a microphone. This will even be audible. All right, this is scary, and we'll show, like, do another panorama. Look at this. It's like a crazy ore factory here. Olfactory. What ore factory? Olfactory.